Bayport looking to stop the bleeding as they have lost 3 straight at 45, 52, and 60. And they trail it 14-4. Here at 170 pounds, Dan Irwin, an undefeated 5-0 senior. And Kenny Beinlich, he's a senior, comes in 0-3, was 0-3 at the Luxembourg Casco Spartan Duels. Irwin coming off a 4-0 day at the Red Raider Duels, was 500 a year ago between 152 and 160 at the varsity level. Sectional qualifier. And Irwin has wrestled some Greco in the past, a little bit of freestyle as well, and I really like to see that. Greco teaches you position, hand fighting. Same with freestyle. They teach you to wrestle in different positions that translate so well into folk style. Nice job there to get behind from Irwin, was able to find an angle, but out of real estate, back to the center. Beinlich also runs cross country and member of the Bayport track team. This match at 170 brought to you by the Pulaski Wrestling Club, as Irwin has himself a single leg. And this time able to secure the takedown at the edge. Talked about Terry Manning, head coach for the Red Raiders. Ryan Depre, an assistant coach. He was a 3-time place winner for Luxembourg Casco, All-American at Parkside, I believe a couple-time All-American. Also on the coaching staff for the Red Raiders, Keith Pulaski and Nathan Pulaski. Nathan was a state champ in '97 for Pulaski. And Coach Keith Pulaski's been with this program a long time. Coach Manning said 36 years with the program, and those are the guys that you just tip your hat to because they have such an influence and a great commitment to programs. Nobody does it alone. No program does it with just one guy, 2 guys. It's got to be a community. It's got to be a program. Big difference between a team and a program. And Pulaski and Bayport alike, these guys have programs and just great support. And that's what it takes. 2-0 to the second. Beinlich with choice. Takes a look over at head coach Brad Shevchuk. He'll defer. And Beinlich will go on top as Irwin selects bottom. Some great opportunities with USA Wrestling and along with the Wisconsin Wrestling Federation and Greco and freestyle. And I think with those 2 styles as well, I talked about the position, especially in Greco with the hand fighting. And another thing it does is it just teaches you how to compete. Escape by Irwin, 3-0, right back in with a leg, but again out of bounds. And 2, it kind of puts you outside your comfort zone a little bit. Puts you in a situation you're not comfortable with, and I think that builds character, and it all works together. Irwin looking for his second takedown, going to treetop the single, the back trip, and the cover for 2.
Takedown, 2 points,
5-0. Crossface from Irwin. Situation here, of course, when you're up by 5 with a minute second period, you're thinking bonus points. And conversely, Beinlich right now, of course, in wrestling, it's never over till it's over. Crazy things happen, but if you're Beinlich especially, you don't want to give up bonus points. And to me, it's just about wrestling positions, and it's difficult, especially with high school kids. If you're down by 5 or 6, you got to somehow mentally find a way to just wrestle a position. Forget about the score. Irwin close to scoring, near fall with the cradle, but again, Beinlich did a nice job in that particular position to not give up the back points. So many situations within the 6-minute match. And as they say, they might not all show up in the box score, but that does not diminish their importance. 5-0 to the third. Beinlich chooses neutral. Beinlich right here, you got to be good position, strong with the head and the hands. Good stance. And get in there, center of the mat, and fight. Irwin really likes that setup. Goes to a 2-on-1, gets that single leg. And Beinlich has not been able to make the adjustment to stop that attack. Two more makes it 7-0 with 1:15. And now warning on Irwin. And he's going to cut him to make it 7-1. And of course, looking for that major decision.
Escape, 1 point, Bayport.
And at this point, it appears Irwin on his way to a W. But if I'm Irwin, I'm not satisfied unless I get that major decision. And if I'm Beinlich and I can keep it at a regular decision, it gives me something to feel good about walking off the mat. Final 50 seconds. Irwin going right back to that 2-on-1. .38 seconds. Irwin looking for another takedown. Got that single leg once again. And the takedown for Irwin. Now up 9-1. .21 seconds left. Can Beinlich escape and keep this one at a regular decision? Irwin, the rideout would give him a major. Stops the first move. Irwin doing a nice job to keep the pace, to keep the pressure, not letting up on top. And Irwin will have the major 9-1. Irwin, the senior from Pulaski, improves to 6-0, 9-1. Irwin over Beinlich.